very true. I'm walking down the street. Everyone is, oh, I know him. He's my neighbor. He's my uncle. He's my school friend. Everyone knows each other, mashallah. Which again, I live near London. It's very, the masjid, you don't know anyone who's praying in the mosque. If they come, they go, it's very rare that you know everyone. So it has a community spirit, mashallah. And it's important, because we always look at the negatives. That's why it was good to start with the positives, right? That what Walsall has, because when you know what's a positive, you can increase it, inshallah, and appreciate it and share it with others. Any other strengths we have in Walsall?
I think that we have strengths that we are among the Muslims. And due to the kalma la ilaha illallah, so we are connecting with this kalma. Basically, this is our basic strength.
This is a strength for all of us as Muslims, mashallah, right? We have this kalama that binds us together, and this is important. As a community, I would say, this is if someone came from the outside, I came from the outside, this is a religious community, alhamdulillah, right? The norm is not anti-religion. You go to some places, it's the other way around. Someone with a beard, someone with a topi, someone with hijab is something. In some areas, it's a rarity. Not here, alhamdulillah. Any other strengths that people can think of? Yes? Yes.
There's like a lot of halal shops.
Lot of halal shops. Yeah, this is good, because I will tell you right now, in America, it's hard to find halal food, so they make compromises very easily. And then one compromise goes to the next one. And I don't know if the sisters are able to share whatever in some way, but if they're able to share their thoughts as well, please feel free, inshallah, to share. But any other strengths that anyone has?
When it comes to the Muslim, it's a community feel.
It's very community. Yeah, the community feel in the mosque is strong, mashallah.
And even outside.
Even outside, yeah, no, alhamdulillah. This is what we're saying. Everyone knows each other and they like each other. It's a very good point.
Masajid also is very active program for Muslim madrasa, makatib,
So the masajid are not just, we have to appreciate, right? Many places, actually the norm is the mosque is just prayer. You come, you pray, after prayer finishes, by now, out, lock the door, get out. There's nothing else. So there's a makatib, there's a madrasa, there's youth events. This is, mashallah, you have this in more than one mosque in this area. Don't take it for granted. Young man. Islamic schools, very important, mashallah, because we have young people here, right? This is your future, mashallah. We want to increase them. And look, there must be something different, because at other places I go, the young people, they don't raise their hand. They've been taught, you are young, you go to the back, don't talk. Yeah? And I'm telling you, this is a very worrying trend. In some masjids, they have started a policy, no children allowed. There's a new policy in some masjids, no children allowed, because they make noise. We don't want them. We have to change this. So mashallah, your children are happy to talk in front of you and they feel confident. Anyone else with any other thoughts? Yes? Ta'aleem, you get ta'aleem over here, like in the madrasa. After namaz, people get reminders. There was a reminder, I can't remember, was this mosque or the other mosque? Someone got up and said there's a short halaqah. We saw one over here as well, mashallah. This is also a good blessing. Again, I'm not using the example of the other mosques to put the other mosques down. I'm showing you an example of where you are doing well, and so that you can increase in it, inshallah, because this is important. In the other mosques, I went to, I was speaking to a group of young people, like 20s. They were all Maulanas, and I said, you must be involved in the mosque. They said, no, we're not involved in the mosque. I said, why? No, we're not allowed to do anything, any halaqas or anything. You have to be like the senior imam only. So we're not allowed. So you're giving the opportunity to others. So maybe we could do more, inshallah. Okay, we talked a lot about strengths. It's very important strengths. things that we feel it's weak here. We could do better. Usually people are fastest to put their hands up for this.
I think we've become a bit comfortable. So when the people first initially came from India, Pakistan, I think they did amazing work making the masjids and everything, and there's a lot of credit to them. But I think in the last 10 years, there hasn't really been as much progression. So there's a massive community feeling in each masjid, but there's no community feelings between the masjids. So not many people from this masjid will know other people from Bangladesh masjid or the Aisha masjids. And I think even though there's a lot of impetus on Islamic education and mass, there's not really much social community programs. So feeding the homeless, need to pick in, helping the elderly, or activities for the elderly.
This is the area of
I
improvement.
think so, yeah.
So the brother hit on a very important point, because actually what I saw, which is very strange, that actually the mosques have a very good relationship with each other. They know each other by name, and they all get along with each other, and they actually visit each other. So maybe it's the communities that need to mix more, and there needs to be excuses for the communities to mix more, inshallah. I know you do a joint Eid already with Masjid Al which is amazing. Again, that's rare. A mosque, the two different traditions, and they're combining together, it's rare. So, but we can always do more, because this is how the hearts bond, isn't it? When you come together, when you reach out and you say, where are the Afghanis, where are the Somalis? Come to our mosque. Come, let's eat together. And why don't you bring your Somali food? Why is it always I have to eat biryani for the whole year? I want to eat Somali food. I want to try your food. Bring your food here as well. Yeah? So this is something we could definitely improve on, because unity is very hard to build, and disunity is very quick to happen. Very quick. Very hard to build. So you have to work on it. You have to build together. And for this to happen, somebody has to go first to the others, right? Because everyone will say, why should I go to them? They should come to me. Right? Somebody needs to be the first. Anyone else sees a weakness?
I think awareness of different issues that disability and good and all that.
Very good point about it. Sorry, you finished, yeah?
Yeah.
This is the point, weakness for the whole Muslim community of the UK. Awareness of disabilities. How do we interact? How can we make it accessible? Small things. You know, clearly you are able to do so. You have from your family members, your congregation, people who have disabilities, and you know how to do this. But can we take an extra step? Can we do anything extra to make them benefit? I've seen, we work as British, as MCB, we work with lots of different groups, including disability groups. And they are looking for ways to support the masajid to make them more accessible. It will change so many people's lives. Anything else? Any other weaknesses that we can see? Islamic schooling is expensive, very expensive. This is again, it's a general problem in the whole community. And at the beginning, some Islamic schools, Islamic finance, Islamic everything will be expensive because not many people will take it up. As more and more people support it, inshallah, the price will come down. But this is something we should look at because there's a desire. People want to put their children in, but they can't afford it, so it's something to look at.
Even my question is not like they are being too expensive. Obviously, they are private. My question is, as a Muslim community, we are 80-90%. So what we doing as a community in the government school sectors is that it's still very hard to have
The brother has a very good point. So I was told that educationally, this area has some of the worst outcomes in the country. Right? We have to change them. Education is the power of the modern day. Right? So it doesn't matter how religious you are, if you are going to be uneducated, you're always going to be on the boot of somebody who is more educated than you. We cannot let our community be so behind. Right? So you are here, mashallah, as a community. If you all decided, Masjid Al Farouq, Masjid Aisha, you study hard, you get a good grade, you go to a good school, you go to a good university, you get a good job, that means you get a good salary, that means you pay a good amount of money as a zakat. And if you don't study hard, and you don't get a good degree, and you don't pay a good amount of money as zakat, then you will give less. Between this much zakat and this much zakat, somebody will die. Somebody will die. The people back home, they need this. £5 is enough to save somebody's life right now who's dying of starvation in Sudan. That's it, £5. We don't even know if £5 is gone out of our pocket. And in Gaza, we can see. So, we have to be educated. Any other weakness?
There's a lot of like young people vaping.
You have to hear it. Your age? Do they vape in your age? I don't want to.
Yes. A lot of the youngsters, if you see around in the streets, honestly speaking, is very concerning, but also you see in the 30s, 50s, the whole in drugs and stuff like this. You go to the bar, you see a lot of people there.
What we're going to do?
I think, like the brother said, we have no outreach from mosques to our youth, especially the ones who are outside. Somehow they should get united and nothing like that.
Remember,
Drugs is a big problem now.
drugs is a big problem, but the mosque is a building. The mosque doesn't go anywhere.
The people,
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah, you guys. Let me give you an example of New York. In New York, there was a big problem of gang violence and drugs, and the African American Muslim community, they came together like you come together today, and they said, we're going to finish this. Because up to then they were saying, why didn't the police stop it? It's the fault of this people or that people. And then the imams came together and they said, no, it's our fault. We are going to fix it. It's our community. They went out on the streets. They spoke to the parents. They spoke to the drug dealers. They went everywhere. And the drug dealers, when they see them coming, they'll be like, run. Because it's a group of 20, 30, 40 of them. And they respected them. Those streets are clean. Till this day, they don't have drugs. You can do it. If you decide today, vaping, we want to finish it, bring the vapors in here. Talk to us. Why are you vaping? You know what they'll say? Because I've spoken to them. I'm bored. I'm bored. I have nothing. What else can I do? What do I do? Tell me. Is there someone to play football? Do you have anything inspirational for me? I'm not going to get a job. I know I'm not going to get a job in this area. I'm not going to get a good education. So I'm going to vape. I'm going to take drugs. I have nothing better to do. Give me something better. And come together. When they see you, when they see that you care, you don't even know, you don't know their name, but you say, you're my son. I'm spending my time here. I'm begging you. Don't throw your life away. Come to the mosque. What do you want? We're going to organize a pizza party here. You know what? That we're going to come together and we're going to fundraise for five-a-side football. We're going to do this for you, we're going to do that for you. Leave it. They will throw it away and then they will tell others to throw it away. But it needs you all to come together. One of you go, nothing will happen. And not just this mosque, all the other mosques. This is why we're here, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you, this is why we're here. Knife crime, drugs, vaping, it's all here, right? And you can finish it all. But you have to decide. Are you going to, because each one of us, I'll give you an example. My house is burning. Nauzubillah. This is the Muslim community, right? My house is burning, my family's inside. I call out, help, help, save my family, the house is burning. You come, brother, got a glass of water. Okay? Then another one comes, I've got a glass of water too. I've got a glass of water. It's going to help. What do you need? You need fire department. Not everyone with one glass of water. Nothing is going to happen. This is what we're all doing. Oh, there's a drug problem. I'm one person. Knife problem. There's only I'm one person. When you're together, you are a fire department. When you're alone, you are a glass of water. And a glass of water is not going to solve anything. The house will still burn, Nazubillah. Together, Jama'ah, this is why we're here. MCB is Jama'ah on the national level. You need to build Jama'ah on the local level. We need Walsall to be like this. Somebody has to start. Everyone is busy with their family. Everyone is busy with their family, but somebody has to start. I heard this from so many people. And your young people are saying, they know it's how bad it is, isn't it? You know how bad the vaping is. You tell them, you come. I want you to hear from them, not from me. What's your name, brother? Yunus. Tell me, what's the situation, young people over here, your friends or your school, what do they do with their time?
Like they get pressured by their friends, and then they get dragged into it, and they drag other people into it as well.
How old?
12, 13.
12. They're getting pressured at 12. What do you think happens at 15? All your friends on social media?
Yeah.
TikTok, all of them. How many hours? 1 hour? 5 hours?
A lot.
A lot. And how many of your friends do you think they are, that they're working hard in school, or they're going to, they want to achieve a lot?
Quite a few.
They want to try. Yeah. And tell me, what is the biggest problem that you face with the young people?
I don't know how to influence them, how to talk to them into
You want them to do good,
yeah,
but you don't know how.
yeah.
How can you do it? Are you by yourself, or you have others who help you?
I have others who help me.
You have others your age.
Yeah.
This brother, on his own, is trying to influence his friends. Where are we? Come on. You keep trying. We're going to be with you, okay?
Actually gave the answers to most of the problems. Most of our generation's elders are all very hard working, work their lives out, but then they don't spend time with the children at home. And that seems to be the basement of the problem. One, they're not able to recognize when they are going wrong, where they are going wrong, how they are going wrong, because they haven't spent enough time with their children. And that's a very big problem. It's not that they don't want to, but the awareness is one. The solution and how they will get help in terms in the form of a solution as a community is another.
Okay. Sorry, Uncle, you're 100% right. The gap between me and my father and my grandfather was 1 generation. Between me and my son is 10 generations. When I grew up, there was no social media. Now there's social media. When I grew up, if I had to go get drugs, I had to go and find it. If I had to see something haram, then I had to go looking for it. Now it's coming to your phone directly. If I was being bullied at school, okay, school finishes, I'm not being bullied anymore. I'm home. The bullying is in your pocket. Now, the gap is huge. We need to work together. Yeah? In Chelmsford, in Essex, the community came together like this. They made a decision. They said, no children, none of our children will have social media until the age of 16. And because when one child says, you are oppressing me, Dad, why do I? No one in the community, nobody has it until 16. You have to be 16 to drive, you have to be this to drink alcohol, to vote, etc., etc. Why not social media? No, we're going to give you, you're going to play, we're going to get football, we're going to get basketball court, we're going to do everything, but no social media until 16. Because it's going into your pocket, and wallahi, we don't know what's going on. Just as an example. So we talked about weaknesses. Let's talk about what do you think is the greatest opportunity here that we have in Walsall?
Majority of Muslims communities staying together, that is,
Majority Muslim community coming together is the biggest. It's an opportunity. Any other opportunity?
of mosque and community, Muslim communities activities going on, just come together.
The mosque, yes, the mosque Malaysia to Morocco, every day we pray 5 prayers in the mosques of life in the world, no imam. And we all pray separately. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to give us the barakah of Jama'ah. Right? If we had an imam, we would get 27 times more reward. But we pray separately, probably we're getting more sin than reward. In the same mosque. Why? Why can't we have an imam? Uncle, why don't we have a leader? What's stopping us?
I think it's probably the friction between.
It's us. It's our ego.
Actually, everyone wants to be his own self, his own leaders.
That's why.
Even let's suppose Hanafi have two mosques, Salafi have two mosques, Bengali have own mosques, Gujarati have own mosques, Pakistan have own mosques.
I don't mind them having a mosque, but if they work together, can we, this is the point of leadership. I'm Hanafi, somebody else is, this is a good example. Salahuddin was what? Kurd, but what was his madhab? He was a Shafi. And his right-hand man was, his Qadi was Hanafi. And one of his big generals was Maliki. But they all agreed that he's the most. This is the difference. You know, leadership means we have to sacrifice the biggest thing, the hardest thing for us. For Muslims, it's easy. We sacrifice money, no problem. For Gaza, I'll be very honest, right? We are willing to give money for Gaza. Take money. We will give billions. We are willing to give our time. We will go marching. We are willing to write letters. We are willing to boycott. We are willing to do everything except one thing. We're not willing to unite. We will not unite. Don't ask us to unite. We can't. Because unity means somebody has to be in charge. We cannot have it. Because who's going to be in charge? If I told you right now we need Walsall, Muslim Council of Walsall, first question is who's in charge? And then the second answer is if it's not you, not you. It needs someone. Someone needs to do it. Unity requires us to kill our ego. And wallahi, the greatest victory of Khalid ibn Walid al-Anhu, you know, they write this one person, he wrote a book, he's a general himself, he wrote the book on Khalid ibn Walid al-Anhu. And if you read, the young ones, I'm telling you, read about Khalid ibn Walid al-Anhu, it's more unbelievable than Harry Potter. What he did, subhanAllah. You will be amazed. I kept on reading it and stopping and saying, checking, is this real? How is this possible? He told that, you know, of all the battles, this man never lost a battle. He said the greatest victory he did was the last act. And I said, what? So what? I was looking, turn the page, what's this great victory? This must be, he must have fought 10 armies at one go. You know what it was? Umar al-Anhu came to him and said, you are no longer in charge. They had a disagreement, and Umar al-Anhu told him, sent a messenger. The messenger opened the letter and said, Amir al-Mu'mineen Umar al-Anhu says, you are no longer in charge. To the one, to who is he saying it to? The sword of Allah, Saifullah. Who is he saying to? The undefeated conqueror of Rome and Persia at the same time. And what did Khalid ibn Walid al-Anhu do? Somebody else is in charge. Any other person would have said, I'm launching a coup, how can you dare, etc., etc., etc. He said, no, I'm going back. He said that is the greatest victory, because he said that Genghis Khan and Caesar and Napoleon would be able to do some of what he did. They would never stand back. Never. He conquered his ego. That's what he conquered. Can we do it? Brothers and sisters, we have to. We have to. And ego means we're here and we look. Where's everyone else? Where are they? Where are the young people? Where is the Arabs? Where is this? Because we know they're there. Where's the Kurds? Where is the Somalis? Where are the young people? Where is the people from that Bradley? And so on and so forth. We need them here. You story, and I told this before, but it's an important story. You remember, because stories are how people remember. Chechnya and Dagestan next to each other. Yeah? And like any two countries next to each other, they have always a tense relationship. So recently, Chechnya was fighting against Russia, and Dagestan was quiet. More than 100 years ago, Dagestan was fighting against Russia, and Chechnya was quiet. The leader of Dagestan was a man called Baysungur. Baysungur had one eye, one arm, and one leg. He lost all in Hezbollah. The Russians caught him and brought him to Chechnya to kill him, execute him in Chechnya. Why? He's from Dagestan. Why are they executing him in Chechnya? To create hatred. Yeah? So they put him, all the Chechnyans were called to come watch. They put him on the chair, tied the noose around his neck. Then they turned to the Chechnyans and said, kick the chair. Kick the chair. So the hatred would be for generations. But the Chechnyans, they're Muslim, they didn't move. They said, kick the chair. They didn't move. Now the Russians took out their machine guns and pointed at the Chechnyans. They said, kick the chair or we will kill you all. What did Baysungur do? He put out his hand and he kicked his own chair. To unite the Muslims, to keep the Muslims united, he kicked his own chair. My brothers, my sisters, this is the main message I want to bring to you today. That MCB, we are here. I know we got some slides, my team will kill me because I'm saying you didn't show any of the slides. That's not important. Let me see, where is it? It's here somewhere. Anyway, we'll leave it. The main message I want to get across. Whatever you want to do, whether it's drugs or vaping or gang or knife, please do it together from today. Some of you have to stand up for unity and say, we're going to unite. We're going to bring the people together, InshaAllah. Masjid Al Farouq, Masjid Osman, we're going to come together, no preconditions. Maybe somebody will be a little bit more angry. Okay, we're going to say sorry, we're going to go back like Khalid ibn Walid, but we're going to make a decision. And we're going to choose an imam. I was standing on the roof of the Haram, and we were watching. And people going everywhere. Haram, million people. Some people going this way, some people going that way. Some people doing tawaf, some people doing sa'i, some people eating, some people drinking, some people going home. And then my father said, "Watch." Iqama went, and without anything, straight lines. And then we prayed as one. And he said, I said, why did you tell me to watch? He said, the ummah is like this. You're scattered all over. But if someone makes the iqamah for unity, they will line up. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send you an imam. Yeah? He will send you an imam. But your job is to call the iqamah for unity. This is my request to all of you. Call the iqamah for unity, and the ummah, your people, your drug dealers, your gang members, your knife carriers will line up behind you. Because they are looking for you. They are waiting for you. They are begging for you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put barakah in your time. And they will line up together, inshaAllah, and together